Hello. Good afternoon. It's 1 o'clock. It is 1 o'clock and it is time to craft. It is time to craft. And you know what we always have to do? Make sure that our sound is right. So let me just check our sound out, because the worst thing in the world would be to be here talking to you and thinking you guys hear me, and I am talking to myself and you can't hear what I'm saying. So let's check to make sure that we have sound, and all life is good. The worst thing. All right. Yes. It's a good day when things go our way. So today we are going to make this beautiful cake topper shaker. Caketopper. Love it, love it, love it. This is what it looks like on the back. This is what it looks like from the side and the back. Okay, so I didn't want it to be, let me bring you out a little bit here. I did not want it to be, hello Sula, good afternoon or morning. I did not want this to be too thick, so we only did a few layers on it. And this was actually a suggestion from a viewer who wanted to see how we could do something with the breast cancer awareness. So we are going to start out by making all of our pieces. Now, savings grace, I've already cut the pieces for you, so you don't have to go through that painstaking of hearing the machines go and watching me cut it. I have everything right here that we need already cut, and there are a few places that I have gone ahead and glued things together so that we can do this within our time. Now, I do have a full throttle tutorial that I will post after this video later today, which is showing how we do this exactly step by step for this cake topper. And you see it says strong inside of there. I am going to send this to, both of these will be sent to the young lady that asked me if I would make these, because that's what we do. If you ask for something to be shown on the show, we will definitely try to do it, and then I'll send it to you. So, all right, here we go. I'm going to start with the back pieces because those are the easiest pieces. Now, well, I think they're the easiest pieces. Some people may not think that, but I think the back pieces are the easiest. Hi, Glinda. Look what I have for you. You're the only, nope, there's someone by the name of Shula who joined us, but she may have jumped out. But so far, you're the only one. But we're going to make this beautiful cake topper so I can send them to you, and then I'm going to put everything in the mail and cross my fingers that it gets to you before next weekend, which, if I'm not mistaken, that's the date of your event, right? If I'm not mistaken, that's the date of your event. And I want to show you something else I made for you too. I was just having fun, and I made these chip bags for you. So they're all sealed up, all ready to go, except for at the top. You just have to take off the little piece of tape and put your chips in there and then seal them. So I will send all of this stuff to you for your sister's event. If you use them, do. If you don't, it's out of the heart. You guys do with what you want, right? Do with what you want. All right, it's the 12th, so I think we might make it, because next weekend is the 12th, next Sunday, so we should be able to make it. Okay, so I definitely got to get those things mailed out. So here is what here's how we are going to create these cake toppers. And this is what I did. I cut all the pieces out on our silhouette, and I will walk through each piece. Now for this, I use 2 different types of glue. I'm going to use the 3-in-1 glue here. And the reason I use 2 different types of glue is because one allows me to slide before it dries. The other one dries so fast that I don't get a chance to slide things into position sometimes prior to it drying. Hi Beverly, how are you? Hello. So I used 2 different kinds of glue, and I am just gluing this on here. You can barely see it, as a matter of fact. Let's try it. And you want to go light because you don't want the paper and the water to make the paper warp. So I am not putting, while I'm putting a lot of glue on it so that it sticks well together, I am not putting a lot in one spot. And this Beacon 2-in-1 glue allows me to position it and get it lined up great before we, 3-in-1, before we move to our, before it gets stuck down completely. I also use this art glitter glue. It dries super fast, so sometimes it's not what I want when I'm working on a project. Okay, so this is the center core. I have the center core white, and I only needed white because it's just using it. I'm only using these pieces to strengthen my cake topper. This is a 60 or 35 pound piece of paper, or 60 pound piece of paper. And so I don't need it to be extremely, I want it to be heavier than this. So as we layer these pieces of paper together, the cake topper will become stronger and stronger. You want it to have strength to it. And if you don't have 110 pound cardstock or 220 pound cardstock, you can layer. And the more layers you put, the better off it is. So if you take this 65 piece of cardstock with these other 3 65 pieces of cardstock, we've built together a about a 200 strength of cardstock piece of backing here. And that's what you really want. You really want to be able to make it strong. So now see how strong that is? This is 1 sheet. This is the strength. This is 110 pounds. And this strength right here is right there next to the 110 pounds. So it's very strong when you do them that way. All right, my loves. Now, the next thing that I want to do for this piece, remember this is our back. I'm going to put some, this is, what is this? Puff tape. We're going to use some puff tape to puff it up while I talk to you. Let me see. Beverly said, celebrated my 63rd birthday yesterday. Finishing the celebration today. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. How great is that? What did you do? What did you do? What did you do for your 63? That is so cool. What did you do for 63? I am using these the foam tape that I'm using is foam mounting tape. I buy this from the Dollar Tree. There is craft mounting tape that you can buy, but this has a much stronger stick, and I get this out of the automotive section of the Dollar Tree. I like it much better than the craft foam tape, which I will show you. This is the craft foam tape. It comes on a long reel. These come in sections like this. It's such a strong foam tape. Sometimes with the craft foam tape, I have to use a little extra adhesive on the back of it. But with these, I don't, because they hold very well. And I actually like that it's already sectioned off for me or cut, you know, so I don't have to worry about that either. So we're going to put all those little pieces of foam tape on there. Yes, I need all those pieces because I don't like it to dent in spaces. I like it to see how it's denting right there. I don't like that, so I'll put a piece right there. And use that all up. And I'll put a piece right here for good measure. Oh, and I see this one right there. Okay. So we're going to use that craft tape. We used a lot to secure it. I don't need these. I just thought about that. I don't need these pieces here because that's where my cake stick will go. So we'll take that one out. Okay, so this is that part. Once we insert the cake stick, then we will glue that onto there, but I don't want to do that yet because it's a little easier to work with when you don't have it glued down. Okay, so it's a lot easier to work with. Not a little, it's a lot easier to work with until you get all the other pieces on it before you stick that down. Now, the next thing we're going to do, which again, we're doing all our easy pieces first. What did I do here? Oh, this is we're doing all of our easy pieces first. I think I am. Have I lost my mind? I think I've lost my mind. Yes, okay, so now this piece, I've already glued them together to give them strength. This piece is going to go inside of here like that. And so what I'm going to do again, before I do that, I want to work on, y'all see me moving all over the place here, but stick with me. We've cut out our strong, and now we're going to glue this on. Let's see, Beverly said, Friday, me and my god sister celebrated our birthday with girls' night out. Oh, cool. Saturday, went to neighborhood cookout and late night skating till, you went skating till 3 a.m.? Go ahead, sis. Today, attending surprise birthday party for a friend. Oh, that's wonderful. Have fun. That's right. Do it up. I love birthdays. I consider birthdays your own personal Christmas is what I call them. And I love to celebrate birthdays because usually you, one or two other people, I mean tons of people in the world, but only have your birth date. And on Christmas, you celebrate it for everybody. But on your birthday, you are and should be the celebrity and the queen or king of your day. And I love birthdays. I always tell my family they don't have to get me anything for Mother's Day. They don't have to give me anything for Christmas. None of those will bother me. But do not miss my birthday. I love birthdays. Birthdays are my favorites. Okay, so we're going to glue this onto the backing here. And I am using the glue that dries really fast this time because I want to be able to get this stuck down with very minimal drama, if I could. And I need to use my tweezers to help lift that little piece up, get it into place. And I don't want it to slide on me because these little fine pieces, once they are in place, I want them to stick without sliding. So that's why I'm not using the other glue that allows me to slide once I get these in place. See that? That says strong because breast cancer women are strong women and they are fighting a strong fight. And this is to let them know that they are not alone in the fight. Hi, Cassandra. Hello. Welcome, darling. Okay, so we got that one glued together. Now we're going to repeat the same thing for the opposite side of the butterfly wing. And you guys, I made this little template, this little butterfly. And I woke up early this morning because I wanted to make sure that I got this done for Glenda. And honestly, I've been wanting to do it all week long, but I kept saying, no, I got to do it on live with my girls. I got to do it on live with you guys. And then last night I was just drained. So I didn't get the template made last night. So I woke up early this morning and made the template so that I could have this prepared and ready for us. Yes, because Glenda, I've been thinking about butterflies. I've been thinking about breast cancer all week. Like, what can we do for breast cancer awareness? And here we are. Okay, so these are 2 little butterflies, wings, right? And the way the butterfly wings will work is what we will do is I am going to fold them just a little bit because I want them to be, if you look at our first one, the butterfly wing, can you see that? Am I in too close? Let's go out a little bit. The butterfly wing is not sitting on there, and that's what I want. It actually flies. So I'm going to bend it just a little bit so that when we lay it down, the wing will sit up, okay? And then I'll put that one to the side. And we do the exact same thing on this one. Bend it just a little bit so that the wing will stand when we put it on the base. Y'all good? We good? Let's see. Beverly, oops, hit the down button by mistake. Well, hit it again. It'll take it off, and then hit the thumbs up. Hit it again, Beverly. It'll take it off, and then hit the thumbs up. Yep, and yep. Okay. Thank you, Cassandra. All right. So, now, what we want to do, I'll show you guys this. This is how the butterfly wing will be on there like that. See that? That's how that will be. But I'm not ready for that yet because I want to put it all together after we get all of our bases created. So we're just making our bases right now, right? We're getting all of our elements put together so that we can build our little cake topper. And we're going to put on the back of our glitter pieces, I'm going to go ahead and glitter down. I'm going to go ahead and put down our pieces of foam tape. This is part of the ribbon. If you guys don't recognize it, that's what that is. Part of the ribbon right now. And I actually want this to be a little smaller, so I'm going to cut a few of these in half. You can cut them in half and put these on the back of this section of the ribbon. All right. So this will be the base backing of the ribbon right there. And on this little piece, I want that little piece to have on it too. Have some foam tape on it as well. How about that? Why don't I use the right English as well? Let's turn that around because I don't want it to be larger sticking out. So I'll put the narrow in there. Okay. So that's the base for that. That's the base for that. Now we need to do it on 2 more pieces here. Use our little piece that we cut off and place that on the side. Am I in camera? There you go. Let's place this piece here. And then I'll take, there's a small piece. And we'll just use that. Bear with me, you guys, because we're building this up, right? And we're getting everything prepared. And this is another part of the ribbon. And it has a tiny piece up top. And we're going to put this there. I'm going to snip this in half. And then I will put, I just like to make sure that it's all secure. And I tell you what, once you put down this Dollar Tree foam tape out of the auto section, not out of the crafter section, out of the auto section, you don't want to lift it off. It will rip the paper. It's a very strong hold compared to the crafting part. Okay, so here you guys, this is what we have right here. This is what you're looking at. This is the ribbon like that. Does that make sense? So we have the base of the glitter base of the ribbon glued together. Now let's put all of the other pieces of the ribbon together. Let's see. Thank you. I did not know you could do that. Oh, yeah. You can hit it again and it'll unlike it or uncorrect it. Either way, you need to go. Yep. Yep. I got you, sis. I got you. I got you. All right. So here we are with all of the layers, a triple layer of the ribbon. This is going to be this little section right in here that's a lighter pink. Not the glitter section, but this lighter pink section. Remember, well, I don't know, I don't want to say remember, but I will say I like to do my, it looks better to me. How about that? How about I say it like that? It looks better to me if you're making paper crafting, if you do it in layers, and if you do offsets. It just makes it look much, it gives it a deeper look. Is that fair? Can we say deeper? It gives it a much deeper look. And it looks more, what is the word I'm looking for, you guys? I don't want to say expensive or, I don't know what word I'm looking for. Anyway, it's richer. It's a richer look. So, again, we're going to do layers because the 3 layers will make your paper much thicker. And I like to have thick product. It makes it sturdier when you have thick, your papers are thicker and you layer, you do multiple sheets together. So that makes that really thick. And on this particular one, we are not going to glue it with the rest of them. We're going to hold this piece because I'm going to put that with my shaker piece. I got this. I noticed that that didn't get glued down, so let's put a little bit of glue in there. So that's stuck down there. I'm going to hold that for my shaker piece, and I'm going to glue the rest of these together. It sticks out more, yeah. That's a good way to say it, Beverly. It sticks out more. It has a bolder look to it. Definitely more defined. That gives it definitely more definition. And it just looks better to me. It looks better to me. Not to say that if you do a thin layer or a single one, each has its own time where it fits, right? Whether it's thin, whether it's thick, each one there's a time when all matters, when thin, thick matters. So you just have to judge by your project and what you're doing, how you want it. And some people don't like layers, right? Some people won't like the multiple layers. So that matters as well, especially if you're doing them for someone. You want to take into consideration what they want and do the layers and offsets. Some people don't like offsets. I love offsets. And that's what we're working on now, an offset. But it just really depends on what your desired taste is. That's the great thing about crafting. We talk about it all the time. It's based on what you want. It doesn't have to be the same. And this is what makes it unique. This is what makes this unique because no one else will have this exact product, Caketopper, in the world. Unless they copy this video color for color, step by step. In fact, you don't even know what colors I use because I didn't tell you. But I'm using 3 different kinds of pinks. And no one else will have this in their portfolio or in their project because we created it for yourself. That's why custom crafts sometimes cost more because it's all hand done, but it's also unique. It's also created just for you. And paper crafts for parties are so fun to me right now. I'm loving it. All right, so there's the bow. And you're saying, well, what are you doing with these extra pieces right here? Well, we're getting ready to show you. We're going to now put together our shaker pieces. We're going to put together our shaker pieces. I do too, Beverly. I like everything with offsets. They look so much better. I mean, look, imagine this piece if this was just this without the offset. But when you put the offset on it, it's not the offset. This is the offset. When you put the offset on it, it makes it look so much better. It just outlines it in that paper. I love offsets too. Okay, so the shaker. The shaker. The shaker is fun. Here are the little pieces that go with the shaker. I've already done these pieces here because they're time consuming and I didn't want you guys to have to sit and watch me do all the shaker pieces together. So I've already created some of the shakers, but I'm going to show you how I do the shakers. I did 3 offsets just like you've seen me do before. I cut out 3 rounds of the shaker and I run my glue, a thin bead of glue around the shaker itself, the piece that we cut out, the outline. And again, you guys, if you want to create this, I did record myself doing the first one earlier, and I am going to be able to edit that and put it up later tonight, and you can see step by step of me cutting out these pieces and how they come together. But for us today, because we only have an hour together, I reduced some of the steps by pre-cutting and putting things together a little bit at a time. All right, so I'm going to bring us in. I put this together, all 3 of these pieces that I cut, and this is how they turned out, right? And then I print and cut these little heart pieces of paper. Look at how cute those are. It doesn't have to be. It's just an added little piece that I just think is absolutely adorable. And I wanted to make sure that we send Glenda a really cute little item, right? So I print and cut these little pieces to put on the back of our shaker. You don't have to do it if you don't want to, but it just makes it cuter. Just cute. And we're going to glue that on. Now, here's the key about making these shaker pieces. You cannot skip any part of the gluing section, right? You want the entire thing to adhere to the glue. And why did I glue that on the wrong side? Something always has to happen when we are together. I always have to do something to mess up, but we're going to fix that. I glued that on the wrong side instead of on the back, but that's okay because I'm using the 3-in-1. I'm just going to go over this with my 3-in-1 glue. 3-in-1 glue works better with our, hold on you guys. It wouldn't happen if it wasn't live. We get to say that. It doesn't happen if it's not live, right? When you're working live, that's when things happen. I did the whole other piece and never glued them wrong. But this side I did. That's okay because we took the glue off. And now we're going to do the 3-in-1. We'll go ahead and put this on here. No, I don't want to do that either. I almost messed up again. Okay. Glenda, I'm going to get your stuff right, sis. I don't want to have to recut it out, but if I do, if I keep on messing up, I will absolutely recut this so that it'll be right. I ain't sending you no mess. I'm not sending you mess. Okay, so there we go. I will show you in just a second. We are using 2 different types of glue. So you don't want any piece of the... you want glue all around it. You don't want any piece of the shaker part to come out, any of the shaker pieces to come out. So you want to make sure you put glue all around your 3D pieces. Okay? Does that make sense? Put glue all around your 3D pieces. Alright, I'm thinking in my head because I just did something else that I don't like that I did. I don't know why I'm messing up this on camera. I'm really screwing this one up. Here, we're going to get this right. Y'all know what I forgot? Do you guys know what I forgot? Tell me if you know what I forgot. I'm on camera and I'm making mistakes, and rookie mistakes at that. Okay. So we need to put our foam tape on it. That's what I forgot, you guys. I got to puff this baby up. It's got to be puffed up. So what I'm going to do now is get my... These are really thin pieces in my my foam tape that I have from the Dollar Tree in the craft section is too thick for it. So I am going to cut them down with my X-Acto knife and make me some little thin pieces. Just cutting it really slow across, making thin pieces for... That's why these little mats are great. Did you guys see me cut that down? And I'm making really thin pieces to be able to glue this down onto the back of here. That's what I messed up at. That's what I did not do and what I should have done. Okay, and let's make sure we have it. This is the way that it will go. I got it right this time. I'm going to tape this onto the back of here. You want the pieces to be really thin so that they fit within the project and not seen in the front. Now snip that off. And be careful, you don't want to pull it because it will make it smaller or thinner. So you want that to be really thin. And let's flip it over and make sure that we don't see it in the front of the project. If you do see it in the front, just lift it and move it over a little bit. I'm on tape. I'm on camera, so everything is working against me now because I know that I'm on camera. All right. There we go. That's how you want it to look. And we'll do the other side the same way. Let's see. Yes, I have several of those mats and some of them crafted. Yes, I love these little mats. They are really helpful when you need to do cutting like that. And they're self-healing, but over time you have to replace them. Over time. I have like 3 or 4 of them behind me. I mess them up with paint and with glue and all kind of stuff. I always say I'm going to buy one to keep it nice so that when I do my videos, I'll have a nice one. And then I forget that and I'm crafting and I'm like, oh, ruined it. So, oh well. All right. That's what I want to do. And it's sealed all the way around. You want to make sure there's no gapping in that. Make sure there's no gapping. And this is why I print extras of these, because this one I'm going to throw away. It's messed up. But I printed some extra ones, and that is exactly why. And now I can place this onto the back of my little shaker sides. And press it down really good. There we go, you guys. That's what we want. Look at how tiny these pieces are. Good morning, Arnetta. Good afternoon, good morning. Look how tiny these little pieces are, but I love it. It makes it worth it. It makes it worth it, Glenda. It makes it worth it. Now I'll get rid of these out of the way. I just glue them onto my little pole over here in case I need to use them again later. All right, so I have that done. Yes, I did put glue on the top of that. That's okay. We're not going to see that because when I do this part over it, it'll cover it up. So we'll be fine. We're going to be fine. Don't get worried. Don't get worried. We're good. We're good. Okay? All right. All right. Now, my loves, what we want to do is take our shaker mix, and I mix this offline. This is just a little mixture that I have. It has some diamond pearls in it, some white, some sea glass pearls, some sea glass strands, just a little bit of mixture, and we're going to put it inside of our shaker. And I'm going to take this pearl out of here because it's too big to be in there. So we'll get rid of that. And we put this on our project. Now, I picked these up. Some of these little shaker pieces I got from the Dollar Tree. Some of them, the little diamond pearl pieces I bought from Hobby Lobby or Michael's when they are on clearance. Oops, sorry, I'm out of camera. When they're on clearance, I buy things like that and put them in to make little shaker inserts with the inside of the shaker. You do not have to. You can use glitter if you want to. You don't have to. I am not going to use glitter because glitter sometimes will stick to the cellophane piece. And that looks cute. It looks cute when it sticks to it, but then you can't see the backing. And we went through all the trouble to print out these cute little backing pieces. See that? We went through the trouble to print those out, so I want to make sure that we can see them. So I am not going to use glitter in this shaker piece. All right, so now I'm coming in. This time I'm using the 3-in-1 glue Beverly for this piece. The 3-in-1 glue sticks better to the cellophane or the acetate sheet. It sticks better to the acetate sheet. And then the other piece that I was using is the Art Glitter Glue. Art Glitter Glue dries super fast, and I really like it. But I found that this sticks better to the acetate. And we're going to run along the edge of our piece. Be careful not to flip it over or get glitter inside, because then your shaker pieces won't move. And if you flip it over, of course, you have to pick up all these little pieces of glitter or of shaker insert. And you make sure that you get glue all over everywhere, and then I glue the cellophane piece down. Right? And this just adheres to it much better. Much better in my opinion. What area of store at Michael's would you find? The shaker pieces. Oh, you know, I think, let me think about it. I may have gotten those at Hobby Lobby. And they're called D&D Diamond. Hold on a minute. Let me find I'll show you the jar too. This is what these two look like. This one's kind of a diamond cut. This is like a diamond cut. And this one, it's white, so you can't hardly see it. But that one's like little bitty diamond pearl, little diamond shaker pieces. And they are actually called diamond dots. And I took the label off because the label is sealed around the top. And they can be kind of expensive, but I always try to find them when there's a sale. But they're called diamond dots. And I'll show you. These are my favorite, to be honest. You know I like anything blingy, so let's look at this one. That's what they look like. And in Hobby Lobby, the diamond dots are in the area of, oh, you got me thinking. I bought them over where there's like diamond painting, if you've heard of that. I think that's where it is. But if you ask the associate, they should be able to help you. They're freestyle diamond dots. You've seen those, yes. Okay, you've seen them at Michael's too, yep. Diamond dots is what they are. Okay, so we have our little shaker done, that little piece. And now we're going to come in with this final piece. And we're going to glue this down on top of this little bit of shaker piece. And again, because we're going on the acetate, I am going to use the 3-in-1. It just seems to work better for me than my art glitter on the acetate. All right. And glue that baby on there. And for a second there, I thought that I had put glue on the wrong side of my little guy there, but I didn't. So that's how that turned out. And you'll do that for all of these. And I'm going to take the camera out in a little bit now. Okay, so you'll do that for each and every one of them. And that's why I did them offline, because as you can see, it could get pretty tedious and pretty mundane. And we don't have that much time to focus on that. We didn't want to spend all our time putting those together. All right. So next, then, I'm going to come in with my art glitter glue and put a little glitter across the back of each one of these pieces of the ribbon and put them on together. These are our layers. These are our ribbon layers. And center them down as best as possible. And then guess what? We're going to pump them up. We're going to put some tape behind, some foam tape behind each one, so that this will give it a 3D effect. Now let's cut this down. I like the 3D effect. All right. We'll give it a 3D effect here. Peel these off. I think we're going to make it, you guys. We're going to make it in our hour. I feel like I'm rushing, but I think we're going to make it. I think we're going to make it, my loves. All right, so we're going to peel that off. And then we are going to, remember this, we want to center this. And we want to make sure we get it centered before we lay it down, because this foam tape out of the automotive section of the Dollar Tree is very strong, and it will rip your paper if you need to take it up after you've pressed it down. So we got that centered. We'll press it down. And now look at how that looks. That just gives it a 3D look to it as well. But we're not done. We got more puffing up to do. So we're going to add this to our pieces, but I am going to puff it up again. So we'll go through this again. We'll put a centerpiece down. What are we doing here? We'll try to make sure I'm in the camera shot and see it. Put that piece down. We go through a lot of foam tape, which is really good that the Dollar Tree sells this really good foam tape, because we are using an awful lot of it. But it's worth it, and it's for my girl, and it's a great cause. And so we're going to celebrate her and the cause and make this a worthy project. How y'all doing? Y'all good? Y'all good? How we doing? All right. Now, anytime you put foam tape onto glitter paper, sometimes it doesn't want to stick well. So I'm just going to give it a little extra security with some hot glue. And then I'm going to attach it to the piece that it goes with. And again, try to center it before it gets in place and press down, because we'll be SOL if we get it glued down and not centered. Like we did there almost. Alright. There's that piece. Now we get to do it for all the other pieces. Look at that little cute shaker piece. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Alright, so let's do that for the rest of these pieces, you guys. I'm holding this piece of tape on my finger. I don't know why. I could have put it down, but I'm just holding it. So we're going to glue this piece on. Nope, don't glue that. Glue this, so you don't put too much glue in places you don't need. Glue this piece down like that. Add foam tape to the back of it. 1 and 2. That stuck to my finger, so you know it'll stick to the paper if it's stuck to my finger. You also want to make sure that you center your foam tape so it's not seen too much from the side or from the front. You almost can't get away from having it seen on the side, but if you take your time and center it properly, it won't be so bad. These, you can see those, but it's kind of hard to get away from seeing it at all. And plus, you don't want the center to, you don't want it to collapse. So you want it to the edge, but you don't want it so much on the edge that it sticks out from the side of it. How about that? So we'll put a piece of foam tape on here. You guys, we're getting to the point where we're ready to put this baby together. I'm going to cut this down because I don't need quite as much as I have on here. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to take that paper off of this side. And again, I'm going to glue it. Hey, Ro, how you doing? Oh, I see, this is right up my alley this month, which is my survival anniversary. Oh, yes! Oh, good for you, honey. Good for you. God is so good. Yes, He is. Yes, He is. We are working on this. Yes, I'm so glad to hear that. God is wonderful. Uh-oh. Drop, drop. Okay. So there we have this piece. My glue web's off of there. And we got one more, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do with the center top piece once we, let me get this off my finger here. Once we get to the center, because I was not going to, I did not make shaker pieces out of the little small center piece. It was just too tiny. Just too tiny. And so I did not make a shaker piece out of the top little center piece, but we are still going to make it look nice and make it puffed up. So we have that piece, and then we're going to put a little there. These are so fun when you 3D them. I love the 3D look of them. Y'all see my thumbnails? I need to go get my nails done. My thumbs, I don't know what I was doing. I broke them off, but on both the thumbs only. I'm wondering if the place that I get my nails done at, if their product is gone bad, because my nail polish keeps chipping and bubbling off even after they've done it. Even when I haven't done any crafts or anything to make it do it, it bubbles off of there somehow. All right. And we need to add our foam piece to the back of this one. And do I have a little piece that I've cut? Let's cut this one a little smaller and make it work for the top of here. All right. We got all our pieces there. Now, this is going to be for our top piece. And we're going to do the same. We have a foam piece. Nope, we're going to put a foam piece on the back of it. I'm just searching for the foam. I'm going to put a little foam piece there. And these are all the top pieces. We're going to glue these together really quick. I didn't glue them. I'm sorry, you guys. I didn't glue these together. Let's glue all these pieces together. Making them there we go. Now we have 1, 2, 3 layers there, and then this foam piece, and we want this to be the same height as the rest, so we're going to have to layer it up. And instead of going to glue this onto our piece, right? We're going to take this off and allow this pieces to stick together, sticking to everything I'm telling you, those foam pieces out of the automotive section at the Dollar Tree are really good. They are really strong pieces of foam. Really strong. Am I in camera? Can you see? I'm trying to see what I'm doing too, so it's hard. All right, and then we're going to puff this up behind and cut this down. Puff it up behind here to put on our little bit of hot glue so it sticks good. Put it on our glitter piece. And that should be the same. Yep, that's pretty good. It's not quite as tall as the shaker piece, but it doesn't have a shaker. So now this is what our ribbon will look like when we put it on our... It's what our ribbon's going to look like when we put it on our butterfly. Where can we get these pieces instead of using foam pieces? Can we use glue? You can. You absolutely can use glue. You do not have to use the puff up foam. I just like to make it look more 3D. If I'm understanding the question right, I like to make it look more 3D, but you can just glue it down onto each other just like this. You can glue it just like that without using the 3D pieces, but I like to use the 3D pieces or the foam tape because it puffs it up a little bit more. Oh, look at that, you guys. We didn't put that on the back of this. We didn't glue this one onto its piece of glitter. I'm glad we saw that before we were done. Let's do that. You guys would have caught it, though. You'd have shared. You'd stop me, right? Y'all would have stopped me. So let's glitter this. Let's put this piece down and get it on here. There we go. Okay, now they're all 3 pieces. Okay. So, Ro, yeah, you don't have to use the foam tape, but the foam tape that I am using is from the Dollar Tree, and this is in the automotive section of the Dollar Tree. It works much better to me than the pieces that you can buy from the crafting section in the Dollar Tree. I use both, interchangeable, but when I'm working with paper and when I'm going to send the cardstock out, I like to use the real strong. I don't like it to come apart, so I try to use this one from the automotive section. Now, we're going to get ready to glue our babies together. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? Let's do it. Before we move, though, before we start gluing, let's glue our butterfly, all our pieces together so he'll be sturdy. And this is our art glitter glue. It dries fast. It'll dry faster than I probably wanted to, but I picked this one up first instead of the 3-in-1. Put a lot of glue on it. Line it up. Line it up. See how it's sticking on there already, drying before I can get it lined up. Line it up. All right. Get that lined up. Use my little scraper with the felt on it so that it can spread the glue out underneath there. Line it up. Now I'm going to put on my foam pieces on the back. You guys, we are getting ready to put this baby together. Put my foam pieces on. I'm using a lot of foam pieces so that it doesn't sink in any area. I don't like it to sink. I don't like it to sink. When you're doing this if you do this for a customer, make sure you include all of these costs in your pricing so that you actually make a profit and not work for free. If that is what you do, if you do these for someone that you're charging them for, Make sure you actually make a profit off of it and not work for free. All right, and we need to do across the top, so I am going to take these little pieces that I had left from this other area, and I'm going to put them across the top here. All right, we're not ready to take that off yet because we need to put our wings on. Pretty wings. Let's glue that. I saw that piece lifting up there. Didn't get any glue on it earlier, so let's let that glue down. And on the wings, I am going to glue along the edge and then in a little bit of this, but not the whole wing because remember, we want the wing to fly. I lay it down and get it centered to where it would be in the offset, and then I press it down so that the wing can lift. All right. I laid it down so it could be centered, then I pressed it down so the wing can lift. And we'll do the opposite side, the other wing, the same way. Other comments? Let's see, when can we get these pieces instead of, yes, let's do it. All right, let's do it. Okay, so we'll lay it down again so it centers itself. So we have it, the offset centered, and then we'll press it down. Look at those wings. Look at those wings. Look at those wings. Yes, baby. Fly, little butterfly. Be strong for the women. Be strong for the women. All right, here we go. Now, we're going to take off our pieces of protective paper. Because y'all be ready. Y'all ready? Let's do this. Let's do this. Glenda said, let's do it. We got 3 minutes to put this puppy together. But that's all right. We'll get it done. And that little piece. And I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue on it. Because I'm not sure which pieces will hit the glitter, which pieces won't. But we just run it across the base. See how I've got a base there that's already set. It's aligned so that I don't have to worry about having it in the right or wrong place. And we rinse and repeat for each of the other pieces. We're doing the same thing. We're just doing the exact same thing. And then we have one more thing to do to it, you guys, before we're completely done. Might take us a few minutes over 1 o'clock. Hang in there with me if you can. If not, I understand. And I will put the video up of me creating this step by step so you can see how I print each piece out and then designed it. All right. But if you can, hang in there. Maybe we might be 5 minutes over. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. All right, a little bit of glitter. Don't know which part will touch the glitter, so I'm just going to make sure it's secure. And glue that in. There we go. Oh my God, it's so cute. I love it. I hope you like it, Glenda. You guys start dropping in the comments what you'd like to see me make next week. We're in the paper crafting this entire month, I know for sure. So if there's something that you would like to see made, I will absolutely make it for you. Show you how to make it, do a video on it being made. This particular one, Glenda had requested. Her sister is having an event for breast cancer awareness. And so I am going to send this to Glenda so that they can include it, if they choose to, in their decorations. It can be a cake topper or it could be a centerpiece, or she can take the stick out of it and just stick it on the wall as part of the decor. Whatever you want to do. So look at how cute. That's the butterfly. We're not done. We still have to take all of these pieces off of the back and glue it onto the other part. So let's get this off real quick as I'm talking. Make something back to school. Ooh, back to school. I've seen a lot of stuff back to school on TikTok and Instagram. A lot of back to school ideas out there. Can you be a little more specific? For the kiddos, for the teachers, for the... What would you like to see? I actually had a customer, a repeat customer, reach out to me and ask me if I could do something for... She had some really pretty bows hair bows that she was hoping that I could do for her daughter. I don't usually do hair bows, and I'm horrible at making bows, if that matters. So I told her it's something that, unfortunately, I can do some other things that she had asked me to do, but the bows are not my specialty, so I don't want to mess that up. My mom used to be a seamstress, and I could not cut a straight line to save my life, so I did not take over her business. She closed it down. But I don't do a lot with fabric. As a kid growing up, there was fabric everywhere, all over our house all the time, because my mom made wedding dresses and all that great, beautiful stuff. So center that right onto the paper. Let's see. Let's get that right before we press it down. All right. And now I just need to get the stick. I need my stick. And what I'm going to do with my stick is I am going to, let's see here, we put it on the back of here. I'm going to glue this in. I think I'm going to take this piece up because I want the stick to be a little deeper than I did on the last one. On this one, I didn't put the stick up as high, and it's a little wobbly. It's still usable, but I want it to be a little stronger, so I'm going to put the stick up higher on this one. And put the glue on it. Glue the stick down, hold it down. That hot glue is hot. That's why they call it hot glue. Ouch, ouch, ouch. All right, yeah. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. It's so heavy. I guess because it's such a heavy. Isn't that cool? Glenda, if you decide to use it inside of a cake, make sure you wipe this off good before you stick it in your cake, because I've been touching it. But isn't that beautiful? Oh my God. Okay, so let's put the back on it, which means that we've got to take off all these pieces again, you guys. We use a lot of foam because the foam really helps it puff up and make it 3D. Now, Cassandra, on this area or row, I'm not sure which one asked, but you don't have to do all these foam pieces if you don't want to. You could just glue it right down on the back of the backing, and you're good to go. You don't have to use all these foam pieces, but I like the way that they look. Let's see. Rose said, I would like to see a pocket folder get designed and what kind of glue you use with the embellishments stay on. What kind of glue am I using? I'll show you my glue. And you'd like to see a pocket folder get designed. A pocket folder, pocket folder. Do you mean like the folder that holds all the paper? Beverly said, or a stack of books, welcome back from school. Okay. A large pencil cake. Oh, a large pencil cake table would be, that's a cool thing. All right. Y'all got it going on. I love it. Y'all got it going on. All right. So now we'll put the last piece onto our little baby here. Glue it down. Press it down. And there she is. Isn't it beautiful? Oh my God, they're so cute. You guys are so cute. I love them. So Tell me what you think, Glenda. I mean, they done now. If you don't like them, I won't send them, but they done now. I guess I should have said, tell me what you think earlier, huh? They done now, sis, so I'm going to send them to you, baby girl. They are done. I'm not doing them over. Oh, that is so funny. I don't know. I crack myself up sometimes. I'm like, tell me what you think, Glenda. Okay, so hold on, you guys. I know we're over time, but if you're okay with being here, I'll show you all the glues, and I'll show you what I use. So I use this art glitter glue, and I use the 3-in-1 glue. The 3-in-1 glue, it holds really well. It allows me to slide things around. So I use this when I want to make sure that I get something centered correctly before it dries. And then the art glitter glue, you're so welcome, sweetheart. You're so welcome. Then the art glitter glue dries really fast. So I use that when I have small pieces or something that I need to get dried really fast. Then, of course, you know I use my hot glue. It's always wise to use hot glue when you're putting something on glitter, because the hot glue, sometimes the paper glue doesn't stick well to glitter, and the hot glue gives it some extra strength. All right. So there they are up close. This is the one we did today together. This is the one I did earlier today when I was creating a file, and I don't know if you can see the word strength is inside of there right there to show strength. Right, Ro? You got a lot of strength you come through. And then I also made these for you. Just these are chip bags, and I put these together. The bag is all glued, everything together. All you got to do is put you some chips down inside of there. Squeeze the insides in when you put the chips in, and then take the tape off. Pull the strip of tape, the cover off, and glue them. And you have 12 chip bags for your little events. Just something table added to it to make things for your events. All right. Oh, let's go back that way. There we go. There they are. Look at all my little glue strip covers here. All the glue strip covers. Okay, so Glenda, I have your address. I'm going to mail this all out to you because I wanted to get there in time for your party. Thank you so much for giving me the idea. It was absolutely fun. And actually, I feel honored that I get a chance to be able to be a part of your activity. Hi, Susan. You're okay? We are going to be getting off in just a minute, but you can rewatch the live. And later on today, I will post the video of me cutting this all out, which will only be about 5 minutes. So you can catch either one of those videos to see everything. Glenda, thank you for the suggestion of breast cancer awareness. And next week, I know that I'll be doing something on school because that's what you guys left in the comments section. And so be on the lookout for that. Back to school. Something back to school, paper folder, pencil, centerpiece. Those are really great ideas. Might be able to get 2 out of 1. 2 out of 1. We doing good? Do you need to see anything else? Any other questions? These were so fun to make. I love the little shaker part of it. I love it, love it, love it. I hope you guys love it too. You're going to Marcos tomorrow to get. Okay, did I show you that? This is what they are, diamond dots. Diamond dots is what I put inside of it. My little mixture that I made is mixture of diamond dots, some Dollar Tree sequins that you can get in the crafting section of the Dollar Tree, and some of the little sea glass that you can get in the section of the Diamond Tree. And I used the smaller ones so that they wouldn't poke up against the the acetate, and they would actually, you could seal it without having trouble getting them sealed. I love you guys. Thank you so much for the ideas. Next week I will do something with back to school theme. And you just never know. I might email you and say I need your address so that I can send it to you. Glenda, these will be going in the mail to you. And thank you so much. I hope your sister's event is wonderful. And you guys have a great time. And thank you for allowing me to be just a little part of it and a little part of your day. I love you guys. Until next time, stay classy. I'll see you in our next video next week, 1 o'clock. Bye-bye.